guys. Today, let's see. I hope you guys are having a great day and a blessed day. For me, it's already nighttime. For some of you, it might be daytime. But I hope you're making the most of your day also. Like I said last time, evolve and create. That's the purpose. So, as usual, I'm gonna start. And no, my nose is stuffy, so I might sound a bit off. Just don't worry about it. So we're going again. We're just gonna pick a random page, and based on that page, some topic will pop up. I don't really like plan what I'm gonna talk about. It just comes up. Like I'm trying to keep it. It's not bad that I can plan, but I don't want to plan. I want it to come like natural. I want this channel to be like everything like natural. I don't know if we have this one already. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. And then believe you can, and you're halfway there. It's not a bad one. Success is getting what you want, and happiness is wanting what you get. Every strike brings you closer to the next home run. Think big and don't listen to people who tell you it can't be done. Life is too short to think small. That is true. Life is too short. Like when I don't know, for some reason when you're a kid, life just goes so slow. It feels like it's not even moving like the time, like when you go to school. And maybe school was boring, I don't know. For me, kids stay in school. I'm just talking for me. Yeah, so let me talk about myself a little bit. How I was in school. I was mostly a quiet kid. Didn't really talk much. My groups of friends was like small. Like it's not that I didn't. How do I put this? Like I talk with everybody. Like everybody, like, but not like on the level you think. It's like we can laugh, we can make jokes, but I was always like quiet and serious and distant. But at the same time, I'm not. It's kind of like I was a bit balanced, but funny story though. I was one time like, you know what, in the beginning of the class, the teacher be like saying everybody's name and to see if you came to school, and she be like checking. And I remember I was sitting right in front of the teacher that day. Normally I sit in the back, but I sat right in front of the teacher. That's how quiet it was. I even raised my hand, and the next day she was like, "Where were you? You didn't come to school. You didn't bring a paper, nothing." I said, "I was right in front of you." He said, "Nah, you lying." I said, "Ask the kids." So that's how quiet I was. I'm so quiet that I can't even become like invincible type thing. But I'm not gonna lie, school times was fun. Like I laughed a lot. I had a lot of fun in school. Like, and then when I went to high school, it was also really fun. Like, the thing is, I paid attention in school. Like, I used to have good grades and everything. And I don't know, but for some reason, I always end up in the class that's like the worst kids. kind of the worst neighborhood. Like we all mixed together, and it's the class that the whole year you will hear like they did stuff, but they were so bad, but they were fun. Man. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed a lot with them. And then when we grew up, we kind of split up and separated. But those are memories. Like, but yeah, it's fun. Though. It was fun time. I would say like for the kids, enjoy school, man. Some kids be like they don't like school, they don't need school. It's true. Some people doesn't need school, and school is not for everybody. That I agree with, and I believe that depending on what you want to be in life, you need school, and you also like the most important thing is like counting, like math and languages. That's what I would say are the basic you have to go to school to learn. And if you want to become like a cops or like lawyer, then yeah, you have to go to school, university, all that. But in a way, school is kind of like I would say like a scam. And I'm not saying this, I'm not influencing no kids to drop out of school. I'm not saying none of that. This is just me talking a random topic and how my view is. My view doesn't have to like just listen to my story. Don't go to do whatever. How do I put this? Now I don't even know how to put it because I don't want to get in like trouble to be like I influence you guys to drop out. No, I'm not saying that. But yeah, I think school is kind of like they put you in debt, especially like the further you go, like university. And once you finish, like you already lost so many years. And like I remember this guy, he dropped out like really early out of school, and there was kind of like some of the like almost half of the class just dropped out. It was like they're done with this, and the other half kind of pushed forward and continued. And when the other half that continued finished, the guys that already dropped out, they were already successful with their own business. So in a way, the other group got more knowledge, but then knowledge for what? Like, it's kind of preparing you to go work for somebody else. That's what school is. They teach you how to go work for a boss. They don't teach you how to become a boss. And like the guys that dropped out, they might be seen as the worst kid at that point, but now they're successful, they have their own business. They might have been the most lazy kid that slept every day in the class, but now they're making money. And you might end up working for them. So that's kind of like, in a way, like I said, school is a waste of time depending on what you want to do. Like I encourage you guys to go to school. I'm not saying go against your mom or your dad. When you're 18, then you decide what you want to do. So in some countries, it's different ages, but until you're under the roof of your parent, you have to obey them. You have to follow their rules. It's the same as school has rules. The world has rules. So just obey your parents. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about school. Let me know how school was for you guys in the comment section if you guys want to know. I'm a person, I like to hear like different people's stories. Everybody experienced something different. like I said, for mine it was fun. It was a lot of drama, a lot of. I learned a lot. Like being in those, like every part of where I was from, like I was kind of a quiet kid, but those kids kind of helped me grow in a way, you know. And because you see how they interact, like you take stuff that you enjoy. I could have become also like a bad kid and fight a lot, but I didn't choose those things. But I knew how to fight them. I watched, I don't know, I remember one time a guy came and tested me. I was like, every day I saw them, they were fighting with one kid and one kid and one kid. That was the day they come to me, they're gonna find out. So I remember one morning, this guy comes up to me and start searching for a fight. Because I'm quiet, also I'm also like unpredictable. You don't know what to expect. Either you're gonna think like this is the quiet kid, I can do whatever I want, or you're gonna think I'm the quiet kid, I can be like dangerous. You don't know my next move. I have another story though about a teacher also. So I remember this guy. I think he kind of like he had long nails and he kind of like scratched me in my face, and I just react. My body just react. I just took this guy, slammed it on the table. And then I took like again. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just telling a story. That's how it is. I'm not promoting no violence. This is for entertainment purposes. So the teacher came, and this guy used to fight like every week, so they knew about him. So the teacher they don't like worry with me because I'm also quiet. I will never start a fight. I might finish it, but I never start a fight. I try to avoid it as much as possible because I remember also once I got in a fight with this guy, which ended up becoming one of my best friends though later on. He was small, but he was kind of like, I would say we were like 11 years old, 12 years old, but he was built different than the rest of the class, so everybody was kind of afraid of him in a way. Not everybody, but like I would say like half of the class. He would like kind of bully him, you know. But me, I was tall. So I was always like intimidating him. But I remember one time, like it was like we were in our break, and he came in like he's gonna test me. We fought, and then for me, once we fight, I won't be the person to come to you, kind of start a conversation or nothing. I'm kind of done with you. If you want to come and fix things, then yeah, you can try. But for me, I'm done. That's how I am. But I think the same week he came back and he apologized and he didn't want to fight. That's also the thing. I was surprised he came because normally when they lose the fight, they don't really, you know. But the thing I didn't like also was like bullying. I was always like, if I see they bully like the guy or the nerd guy, I was the one always standing up for those kids. Especially if they bully one person and like three guys versus one, that's just but yeah, this guy ended up becoming my best friend, and like yeah, he even got to know like my grandma used to pick me up from school. He used to talk with my grandma, and so he kind of created a bond. So I didn't mind. It was also fun, but yeah, also a teacher. This teacher was afraid. I remember this. I don't know. It was in the time that the shooting started like in America, like on the news, they were talking like the kid that shoot like the shooting in school. He was the most quiet kid, and I was the most quiet kid there. So I remember this teacher used to fear me. He used to like. It's weird to say, but he kind of respected me. But I'm just a quiet kid, you know. I'm not thinking about those stuff, you know. But it was fun, man. I'm telling you, school in a way is fun. You experience a lot, and you learn a lot. Um, but yeah, because you're quiet, also that's one thing. Most of the girls, they're more interesting in you because one, you're different than the rest, and you're not easy. That's a different topic. I also will drop on it in a different video about how to talk with a girl, or how to. I want to talk about soulmates. I also want to talk about twin flames. I don't think I spoke about those before. But yeah. But yeah, the good old days. Now I forgot what this topic really was about. I mean, this is just vibing. You know, we just talking, we just chilling. This is how I see it. I'm just vibing. I think it will get to a point that is more fun once I have like um, a fan base like that I can like go live and speak with you guys, and it's more fun to interact like that. Like, to be honest, I post the video, I don't even go check it. Like, I'm not the type of person to keep looking. Ooh, how many watch hours, how many likes? No, I just post whatever. I did my part and then just leave it. The rest is like in God's hand. And you just keep grinding. Like you gotta keep. Like I said, I have one more channel, actually two. And it takes a lot of time, like to work on it. Like I stream also, and then I have to edit and then like make also short videos. And but yeah, I'm gonna just continue because that's what I want to do, and I enjoy doing it. That's the most important part. I'm not doing it for the views. I'm not doing it for none of that. Of course, it will be nice to have people like reacting, comment, and like positive wise. Like even if I get like a negative one, I probably respond with love, or I just like I always say, I ignore it or brush it off. Like I'm not gonna entertain like negative thoughts. But yeah. So wow, it's almost time already. I'm gonna take one more page. We gonna see. The best way out is always true, and take the first step in faith. Yeah, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Yeah, that's actually a good one. It's the same. Like if you're really a religion person and you trust in God, like you will take the first step without seeing the next step and knowing that God will not let you fall. And if you fall, you were meant to fall, and you will come back up stronger. Make sure you always stand up. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down, you stand up and push forward. Do not give up. You were not made to give up. You always push forward. Like for me, life experience wise, I've been through a lot, like a lot. Like a lot of things that I'm not saying I went to the worst. I'm the only one. No, I know everybody goes through stuff. But mine started. Okay, let me not stay. Okay, mine started at a young age, and for most people also. But I think like when my channel keeps growing and I keep like posting video step by step, I will go into those things because I think some of them can teach maybe the kids that also go into similar situations. And not everybody is strong mentally, or even though God does not give you something you cannot handle, always remember that if something is happening with you, it's because you can handle it. And even if you feel like you don't have the strength, if you ask for the strength, you will get the strength. Really, if you ask for it, you will get it. At the end of the day, okay, your mom, and even that for some people is not like that. Some people, their mom are not like, I would say the one person, the one thing you can trust and that will never ever betray you is God. It doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how many times you sin, it does not matter what you do, He will forgive you. It does not mean that He doesn't punish you. That's two different things. You will be forgiven, but there needs to be consequences so you can learn from the mistake. That's also another thing. So, like, many people also they don't believe in God. Some people don't believe in nothing. Some people believe in themselves. Okay, at least you believe in something, but for some of them, it's not even their fault. They were not like well educated, and they did not like have the guidance they need. They did not get like the guidance that they needed, like to learn about God. So he's distracting me. But yeah, what I was saying about God is create a bond, create a friendship. Like, it's the same like when you meet somebody, and some of you just trust somebody randomly. You don't even know the person, you already trust that person. So I would say, why not create, like, try it out. It doesn't, like, the only thing that is gonna take is time. Like, if you do it like every morning, every once in a while, you remember about God, you talk with him, He's gonna listen. He watches you. Like, everything you do, He knows. So kind of like do it every day, and then you're gonna get a result. And if like sometimes people be like, give me a sign, you're gonna get a sign. But don't put a time limit on it, because listen, God doesn't need you, you need Him. That's one thing that many people will say, and they be like, if God was good, why does people hurt? Why does bad things happen? Listen, there's yin and yang, there's black and white. There's always like battery, one side is plus, one side is minus, one side is minus. Yeah. So there's good people, there's bad people. This world is supposed to be like that. It needs to be balanced. There's not only gonna be only good or only bad. The only bad is like in hell, the only good is in heaven. But right now we're like in between. So yeah, right now like in the, oh my god, my cat just messed up the camera. I think I'm gonna end up the video. That topic I'm also gonna drop into it, like share a little bit of knowledge of God, and maybe I go into stories, maybe I go into the perspective and answer some of the things that didn't make sense for me, some of the things that I came to conclusion myself, which may not be true. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it at this. I'll see you guys. Bye.